What's up, Michigan State fans? This is Jacob Kotzinger back for another episode of the Michigan State Spartans Insider Podcast. This is now our podcast for Thursday, March 5th, 2026. Final home game now of the season has arrived for Michigan State basketball. MSU coming into this one ranked 8th in the country, 24-5 overall on the season, 14-4 in Big Ten play, looking real strong. With tournament time rapidly approaching. And they've got one last home game here against a Rutgers squad that has definitely struggled this season. 12-17, I believe it is their overall record, but 5-13 during Big Ten play. But when Michigan State and Rutgers played in Piscataway back in late January, that game was really close. Michigan State probably loses that game more often than not. So again, not necessarily a layup here. On paper, it should be a layup for Michigan State here. But since we've seen these two teams play each other and Rutgers gave MSU all that you could handle, you never know these days. But still, we'll just kind of do a quick little look at this game against senior night for Michigan State. Again, just I think the main thing here is just can Michigan State continue to consistently put together A-level performances as you get closer to the Big Ten tournament and then the NCAA tournament. They've had A-level performances against Purdue, and they had I'd say probably an A- type of game against Indiana. Again, winning in Assembly Hall by 13 points is not nothing. So can you take care of business here against Rutgers? And an A-level performance would certainly be kind of blowing Rutgers out of the water, and you're able to kind of get Nick Sanders into the game with enough time left, where he's able to kind of get his own, you know, he's able to kiss the Spartan logo and come off the court with time remaining. That would be what an A-level performance in this game looks like. It's been some time probably since MSU has really looked strong in 3 straight games. So again, if you're able to start consistently putting down these high quality performances, my opinion of the team and everyone's opinion of the team is just going to go up and up and up and up and up. And again, the stakes of this game too are relatively simple. You clinch this, you win this game, you clinch a top 4 seed in the Big Ten tournament, and maybe it's top 3 seed. But the way things are kind of shaking out right now. You're probably looking at MSU being a 3 seed in the Big Ten tournament, but again, you officially clinch that triple bye to the Big Ten quarterfinals if you win this game. Again, it really shouldn't be an like it's not. It's technically an F. Like again, Michigan State really should win this game. Again, the way things are shaking out right now. Again, Nebraska lost to UCLA the other day. That's actually technically moved MSU into the 2 spot for now because they're a game ahead of Nebraska. But again, you're looking at that game at Michigan, a game where Michigan's certainly going to be favored, probably going to win that, beat MSU more times than not. Again, you got to play the game. But you're looking at probably a good chance of MSU and Nebraska being tied for second. And since Nebraska beat MSU, they get tiebreaker, they get the 2 seed, MSU gets the 3 seed. Really not that big of a difference besides when they play in the quarterfinal round. But again, they both win their quarterfinal game. They'll play against each other again in the semifinal, and it ultimately wouldn't matter. So again, still things are looking real nice for Michigan State in this game. Again, just looking for, I guess, just rattle off a couple of keys in this one. MSU just start fast again. You started off fast against Indiana, and you basically just kind of stiff armed them the whole way down the field. After that, it was 26-13 at one point in that game. Indiana was trying desperately to get back into that game. Their crowd was trying to will them into a run, into something to feel really good about. And MSU just kind of kept stiff arming them. Like they never built the lead up to 20 or something, but it was always at a couple of possessions, and you never really felt like they were in serious trouble of giving it up for more than like one possession at a time because they'd score every time you started thinking, Indiana's making a push here every time. Um, they started slowly against Purdue, but again, when you're kind of looking at a David and Goliath matchup here, when you're the Goliath, start fast. Go on a run out of the gate, especially when you're playing at home. Just start quick and make them. Again, this is a team that's lost a lot of games. Make them mentally tap out as quick as possible. So that's when you can hit the cruise control button and try to make this game a blowout. Again, like you're not trying to blow a team out, but you kind of are, especially when it's senior night and you're trying to allow guys like Cooper and Kohler to leave the court early so you can get those walk-on guys in the game. And again, it's senior night. You always want to be winning by enough points. So when you have a tradition like MSU's, you can honor those guys the way they deserve to be honored, particularly Kohler, Cooper, and Nick Sanders, three guys who have been with this program their entire collegiate careers. This is again, but Rutgers still some tricky things with them. Again, like they had some really good shot making. I haven't really watched Rutgers besides that game, to be honest with you. But like when they played MSU, they made some tough shots. Like they were making shots that night. But it didn't feel like they were lucky shots. Like, but it was just good shot making. Like Tariq Francis was making shots that Harun Zerno guy, like he doesn't have a great 3-point percentage, but like he takes some difficult threes and he was making them that night. So again, if you can defend the 3-point line, don't let them build stack threes on top of each other. You really should be fine in this game. Rebounding, it should be a lopsided margin. It was 45-22 in that first meeting. And again, the fact that the rebounding was that lopsided, MSU still almost lost, is kind of crazy. But still, you should absolutely be getting plenty of offensive rebounds in this game. You really shouldn't be seeing Rutgers get many offensive rebounds of their own on the other end. And really, I mean, the big thing is you really should try, not try, you always want to try, but don't turn the ball over. It was 15-5 in the turnover department when they played in Piscataway. 15 turnovers in a game isn't great. Well, it's bad, but it's not horrific or anything. It's not too far off the mean, off the average. But when you only force five, then it looks a lot worse. So again, you try to not have a -10 turnover differential. Again, if it's closer to zero, I struggle to believe Rutgers is going to have enough firepower to come into the Breslin Center into a hostile environment on senior night and really come very close. Again, I predicted MSU to win this game like 83-61 or something by like 22 points. Again, certainly a game MSU should probably win this game with one hand tied behind its back, but I kind of thought that when they went to Rutgers on the road. Weird stuff happens on the road. It's a quad 3 game at home, barely. Like Rutgers is like 158 in the net right now. If you beat them by enough, it's like if and it becomes a quad 4 game if they're 161 or below. So if you beat them by enough, it becomes a quad 4 conference game. Like they're rated below multiple of MSU's by game opponents. Like Cornell's above them, I think. I think Toledo's above them. So teams that MSU is paying money to come in to get a free win are rated above Rutgers. So again, you're kind of concerned about the fact that the first meeting was close, but really not that concerned at the same time. I don't see this team really peeking around the corner to Michigan too much. I mean, they played Michigan right after they played Rutgers, so maybe they've learned their lesson from the first go around. But again, games at home, senior night. I struggle to believe Rutgers is going to come and spoil the party. So we'll see what happens there. There'll be coverage of the game. You can get all the written content of that. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm recording this technically on Wednesday. On Thursday, hockey's playing Minnesota. They can clinch the Big Ten regular season title there. The women's basketball team is going to have their first Big Ten tournament game. I'm actually recording this as Wisconsin and Illinois are playing each other for the right to play MSU. It'll probably be Illinois, but who knows? Maybe that'll be a cold take as you're listening to this. But there'll be plenty of written content of all that stuff going up at SpartanNation.com or at Michigan State Spartans on SI. We'll be playing more podcasting right here, wherever you are watching and listening to this. But that is all for today, though. Once again, though, I'm Jacob Katznika. I'll see you guys around.